two, one. Welcome everyone to my seventh interview, and this one is with the actual story of a movie called Warm Bodies. Yes, this person is the epitome of this story called Warm Bodies, where a human girl falls in love with a zombie, and I'm talking about KitsuneKatie falling in love with JoJo Tatsumachi.
Oh boy.
So how's it going today?
I'm doing, I'm doing well.
I'm so happy I remember that movie.
Oh my god. Like before we started the whole interview, we were just talking about war bodies. I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting you to bring it up again.
Of course I am. That's like the greatest way to do it, man.
It's like it's like, oh, I finally have something to use
I
against
can
her.
finally use something.
Yeah.
A terrible movie.
Oh my god.
Honestly though, it's like a 3 out of 10, but it's so funny.
Yeah, I haven't seen it though, so I have to. I haven't even seen like Twilight, so I
Oh,
feel like there's
Twilight's
like a
terrible.
list that yeah.
Warm Bodies was a touching tale. It is Techno-Wreck. It is a touching tale of a zombie meeting a girl, falling in love with said girl, protecting said girl, and then changing the lives of other zombies, becoming humans, and
Changing the lives of
whatever.
others.
What I don't know. And now humans and zombies live together, I guess. It's like that new show called Zombies on Disney Channel that is absolutely horrible.
Oh, really? I heard, I think I saw like one of the episodes with my sister,
Mhm.
and I thought like there was this really cute song, but I didn't see anything else other
There
than
was
that. So I
one
can't
good
really
song
say.
in the entire movie, and it was absolutely epitome. It was just like, okay, so I want you to. I know that I go a little bit too far into this, but they have these bracelets that are easy to hack into. A 12th grader can hack into these bracelets, but they're made by the government. So that tells you
Okay.
that 8th graders are behind the government in this entire civilization.
Yes.
So since they're easy to hack into, easy to break, what happens if the girl's having sex with this zombie and the bracelet breaks? Bye bye.
Well.
uh
uh.
yeah.
No comment.
Exactly. It was just like apparently these zombies get super strength. Uh, what? They have super speed, super strength. What zombie movie have I seen that has that? Actually, what zombie actually has super strength or super speed? They're all really slow.
World War Z has super fast zombies.
Oh, we don't talk about World War Z. If those,
And Legend, and I Am
oh
Legend.
fuck, Legend. That was actually a good movie, but it was so.
I know.
I was scared. Yeah, I had nightmares for a week after that movie. But
I feel that.
why don't you introduce yourself, Katie?
Yes. Hello, wonderful people. I am the Kitsune. I am KitsuneKatie. Yes. That's pretty much it. That's all I got for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all you have to say.
Yep.
What is your favorite color?
Favorite color. I'd say probably pink. I know I'm basic. Like this.
I mean, pink's a good color. I mean,
Yeah, that's fair. Like I feel like pink and black like combined together like so nice. I don't know. I don't know. I'm biased. Madoka Magica is the best. Okay.
I mean, to be honest, my favorite color combination is red and black. So
Oh.
around the
Okay.
similarity. I mean, red,
Okay.
pink, tomato, tomato. I guess you can say.
That's fair. That's fair.
Do you have any favorite hobbies you like to do?
Oh. Okay. So like Twitch and YouTube, I say, is like my favorite hobby at the moment.
Mhm.
Like I'm literally like so obsessed. But I just recently like got into gaming, and I just got into like Genshin and Apex, and it's fun. It's a fun time. Because I before I never really had like the hardware to do gaming and stuff like that. But now I do. So that's fun, and that's kind of taking up a lot of my time. Like I stayed up
mean-
until like 5 a.m. last night playing Apex.
Oh, you play Apex still? Ah.
Yeah. I'm like trying because I just started. I'm trying to like level up. You know what I mean?
Oh, of course. I know some
Trying
people.
to get good.
I mean, I would say I'm an average player at Apex. I mean, I play relatively a lot. Last night was terrible.
Mm.
I was streaming Apex last night of this recording, and
Oh.
when I was playing Apex with Jordan and Spooky for a little bit, and
Mm.
that was like after I finished my own stream. On my own stream, I ended up having a 13 kill game, and then I went on a horrible lose streak where I couldn't get a single kill and couldn't do any damage to anyone. So we even got
Ugh.
second place with me dealing 100 damage that game. It was so
Oh,
sad. That is my
I feel
worst game
that.
I've ever played. I usually,
Really?
yes, my average is like 400 damage now. So per
Oh,
game.
okay, nice. Yeah, I don't know. I literally just try to get by with a kill. Like
Mhm.
that's it's and maybe some damage. Like I am very new to the game, so I'm trying my best, but I'm improving
Yeah,
little by little. It's a fun time.
most definitely. Do you have any interest in do you have any other interesting skills like playing an instrument or
Oh yeah, I do actually. So I have a violin and I'm not very good at it. But I spent a couple of years learning how to play and I was in my university's orchestra. But I also wasn't very good in my university's orchestra. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. And so like I want to pick that back up again because I kind of took like a year long break because I had this one class for school where it was like performance instruction. It was basically like private lessons, except like they had me do like a million assignments with the private lessons, and I was like, you know, on top of like my two majors, this ain't it, chief. I can't. I can't keep up.
yeah. I know in high school and middle school, I guess you can say, I was part of the percussionist group. And
Oh,
I am a drummer. But I've
oh,
always told this to people. I learned more about drumming in a month by practicing on my own time than I did in that class.
are you for real?
I am not even joking. So I have a lot of like terrible experiences with percussion, especially in ninth grade. So
Okay, like in band.
yeah, I band is terrible, especially the one I'm at.
Gosh.
Even though our band was good, the percussionist group not so much. Not so
Yo,
much.
I
Uh,
feel that it generally like makes me upset that like because you know like our society is worked in a way where like you have to go to class to like get a you have to do well in class to get a degree and because you have this piece of paper that means you are qualified where it's like literally people can go off on their own and learn something so quickly and probably master it even better than the people who received like you know C's in the class or something like that, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
most definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. Frustrating. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I always had a lot of friends in band and they would tell me how difficult it was, mainly because like in the summer you'd have to like do I think it was like
Band
it
camp.
was it's similar to choreography or so yeah, band camp. Like
Oh, band
mhm.
camp sucks. That's all I have to say.
That's all
Going
you
there,
have to say.
going there for 12 hours a day, just being playing instruments. Yeah, God no, I'm never doing that again. I'd rather go to
You're
work
like
for
that
12
was the one
hours.
part of my life and
Yeah, I could have I could have worked during that time, worked 12-hour days and called it, and I would have at least maybe making money. When there, I got no
that's true.
accomplishments, so
Oh, yo, that's so true though. I didn't
it
even think
is.
about that. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Do you have any pets personally?
Pets?
Yeah.
Mm. So I personally don't have any pets, but my sister has this adorable like golden doodle, like half poodle, half golden retriever. She is literally the love of my life, even though I can't even like not like literally, but like she
Yeah.
brings a lot of joy to our family. But it's sad because I have an apartment that
Mhm.
I go away for school. So like I'm not always here to see her. But I also generally I really want a cat, but I have allergies, so it's a little rough. It's a little
Yeah.
rough.
What's your favorite animal if you had to pick one?
Oh, that's a good question. Um, bats.
Bats?
Yes.
Dang. That's a first.
Why? What were you expecting?
I mean, to be fair, I've never heard someone say their favorite animal was not pats, bats.
Really?
Yeah, usually I've always heard like tiger or like something fierce, but I go with that.
Like a dolphin or something
Yeah,
like
pretty
that?
much. It's just like
Yeah.
bats. You went with a unique answer. I like that.
Bro, they're winged mammals. How much what can get better, you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
know that they might be a I don't know. They're great. They're great.
I think the one animal I like the most is probably a basic answer called it's the snow leopard because I just find it so
No,
cute.
that's
That's so cute.
yeah. Oh my gosh, no, I totally agree, like 100%. Like snow leopards are really gorgeous. Like they're so
Yeah,
pretty. Yeah.
until they eat you.
Even then. Oh
Yeah,
wait, I also really like bears. I don't
bears. Yes, the dominant species.
Yeah, I know this is really random, but like I don't know, man. Bears are adorable.
I mean, yeah, until they eat your face off.
Exactly. That's why when you said like until they eat you, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. I also like bears."
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Is there an animal that scares you the most?
Uh oh. Let me think. Mm-mm. Okay. Honestly, like if I really don't like the deep ocean, you know what I mean? So like I feel like if I were just like in the middle of the ocean, right? And I just like came across like a whale, like it doesn't even matter like if it's like a blue whale or like you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
or like a killer whale or something like that. Like especially killer whales I feel like are kind of scary
Yeah.
because like wild ones, you know what I mean? They eat penguins, dude. Like penguins like those are big animals, you know? Um, but like whales are just generally big animals to me are kind of terrifying. Like I didn't think that I was scared of like big animals until like I came across one and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. I think so. I'm gonna let you know. This might be a pathetic answer, but I'm actually scared of cockroaches.
Really?
I fucking
Like
hate those
actually
things.
terrified?
I fucking hate those things. You know Moist Critical, right?
Yeah.
So there's an epic clip of him running away from it and becoming a man, a Chad, and attacking it. That's exactly what I do.
That's just me in a
That's just me.
nutshell.
That's just me. I mean, I've
It's
seen.
not even most critical.
Yeah.
It's Tao is secretly Charlie. What?
No, maybe. Hey, don't tell them that. But when it comes to cockroaches, I've actually seen only one flying cockroach, and that scared me for the rest of my life.
Oh my god, dude! A
You got
flying
yeah, and I guess those are very prevalent in Florida, so I'm never going to Florida.
Oh fuck, dude! Just it's honestly, I feel bad saying this, but like, it's just another reason why I don't want my parents to move to Florida.
Yeah, I mean alligators. I'd rather pet an alligator than touch a cockroach. I mean, one at least
Or
I
the-
know what's gonna
oh.
happen.
Alligators are pretty scary. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
they are scary, but they are adorable.
They're
When they're eating their prey, that's like the most cutest thing you could ever watch.
yeah, especially when they like drag them underwater
Oh
and like
yes.
roll around and like I really love it when like the bones start showing, you know
Oh
what I mean?
yes.
Like
Have you ever seen that? What was it? I can't. I forget the guy's name. Steve Owen, whatever his name was, when he
oh
was
god.
when that alligator ate that ball and the alligator threw up. Oh, that was hot. I mean, what
Oh,
else do I
no, I actually didn't see
need? I don't remember the movie called, but
Oh,
well,
that's a little rough, not gonna lie.
I mean, yeah. Do you have any embarrassing or funny moments in your life that you say is like top tier?
I have many.
Just go with whichever one you want to go with. Whichever one you think is
Yeah.
the best one of those.
Look. I am a cringy child, okay? Like literally I am the embodiment of cringe and I kind of just roll with it. You know what I mean? Um but like when I first joined YouTube, right? you're kind of like wide-eyed and everything, and I had just I think I met this one YouTuber who I was like really looking up towards, and I legit there was this one time, and we were in like a voice call together. I think for like the first time, and I was like, this is good. This is even making me cringe a little bit. But uh, I thought I had muted myself,
Mhm.
right? It doesn't go well with the line.
Yeah.
You know, I thought I had muted myself. And my sister was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I just met this one YouTuber. He's like my favorite. Like he like you know what I mean? Like I'm so
Mhm.
inspired by him and everything." And when I got back to the call, uh, a different person, like one of my friends, was like, "Oh, it's Katie. So who's your favorite YouTuber?" And I was like, "Oh God,
Ooh.
yeah." It's a little cringing just a little bit, but yeah.
I mean, I can't recall any of my most embarrassing or funny moments just because during that time I might have wanted to forget anything that happened, and now I have short-term memory loss, so it's a win-win scenario for me. So
Bro.
I honestly do not remember any embarrassing moments in my life is pretty normal. I
He's
mean,
like, "Well, I don't do anything. My life is
I
pretty
I
average."
I mean it's average. I go home and I do my work. I mean, uh,
That's fair.
I I think the only time I was I don't even know what time I was embarrassed. There's like I know there's a time where I was embarrassed and I laugh back at it. Uh, I'm gonna bring up this one. I don't know if this counts as like embarrassing or funny moment, but okay, you know the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, right?
Sure.
Well, Dragon Ball Super Broly came out 2 years ago now, or however long now. It came out,
Mhm.
and I was like, I'm gonna go watch this movie with a couple of friends. I got there 30 minutes early because I was so hyped. I was just like, they told me they wanted to be there early. They went there early. Uh, so what did I do? I met a girl. Um,
Okay.
so this is probably one of my first experiences with a girl that I found attractive, I guess. Uh, and kind of, we were talking a lot longer than I usually do with a girl. And yeah, I look back on this moment, and this is a moment I actually try to forget, but it always comes back to me, and I was like, ah. So I guess she was hitting on me, but me, the dense level of guys, right? They're already dense enough. Well, times that by like 20. I do not know shit until I'm talking to a friend about this scenario. I
And
think it
your
was,
friend is just like, "Dude, she was like totally flirting with you."
yeah. I mean, there was clearly points she asked me if I was single, which is like I don't, which is like go to number one. Yeah, she's asked talking about like you want to do anything. And it's like, yeah, I was so dumb. And yeah, and since it was at a movie theater, and I didn't realize this until 2 days afterwards, I never saw this girl again.
Oh, that's sad.
So yeah, it was like the saddest moment of my life. But it was just like, yeah, And the worst part about it, I was talking to my parents about just like, yeah, I met this girl. She was really cool to talk to, all that. Didn't tell them about anything else because I didn't know anything else. And I was talking to one of my friends, and I'm like, yeah, I was meeting this one girl. She asked me if I was single and all that. That seems pretty normal, right? And he was like, are you freaking kidding me? Did you at least get the number? I'm like, no, was I supposed to? So yeah,
Rip.
yeah, exactly. Technorok. Yeah. Wait a minute. That was like a wait a minute moment. I know Tyler Doe went through the same scenario, but he actually realized it in the car, and I was like, yeah, only if I recognized it in the car, then I might have been able to. But it was like a 2 hour movie. I couldn't recognize it in the movie, but I was like, ooh, Dragon Ball, ooh, fights, ooh, animation.
Yeah, yeah.
Turn your brain off, I guess.
No, no, I totally yeah, I think I've heard of this story. I think Tyler's told me this story
Hmm.
before.
He was talking about it on stream at one point, so that's all I know.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite season of the year?
Ah. Yeah. I actually really like actually hold on. Let me rethink that one. I like winter just
Mhm.
because I think the snow is really pretty when it like first falls down.
Yes.
And I think snowboarding is a lot of fun. So
Except when you're driving on said roads.
yeah, and, like
Hey!
Yeah. There's a point when like the snow gets like really dirty and it's kind of just like,
Hmm.
yikes, yucky, gross.
I love wintertime myself, but I hate the roads. That's like the one downfall of it. And shoveling driveways, I don't like that.
Oh my god, yeah. Like when you have to wake up early and shovel the driveway.
Hmm.
I haven't done that in a while, honestly, because I've been at my apartment and they kind of just like I believe my landlord, my terrible landlord, has someone shuffle the parking lot. So, yeah, and plus I don't really have a car.
Hmm.
So yeah.
I mean, I have a car. I don't have work at the moment, but
No, I feel you.
we have a guy that comes in. I forget. I think his name is like Charlie or something. Shocking. Moist Critical comes to my house and shovels the driveway.
Whoa.
No, this dude named Charlie comes in, not shovels, but drives through with a plower through my grandma's driveway first, and then comes to ours because we live like right next door.
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah, no, I definitely yeah, I see.
most definitely
Uh,
a remarkable moment. But
oh, wait, my most remarkable moment?
no, I was just talking about I
No,
don't know
okay,
why
sorry.
I said
No,
that.
no,
I
sorry.
have
I
no idea
totally
why I said
misheard
that.
you. I totally misheard you. I'm so sorry.
I said something on accident that was not supposed to be what I was supposed to say. But if
It's a
you,
mood. It's a mood.
it is mood. If you were to go to Japan someday, what would be the first thing you would do in Japan?
Oh, yeah. I've actually thought about this a lot because Japan, I feel like I'd eventually want to live there at some point, even though
Hmm.
my Japanese skills right now are like really terrible.
Nani? That's mine.
And then you what? um, yeah, but I feel like the first thing I would go to is probably like the temples. I don't know if I would go to like I know that Kyoto is very touristy, but I'd really want to see like kind of like the culture in that city.
Hmm.
But yeah. What about you? What if you were to go to Japantown? Where would you go? Where would you go?
Um, so I've always told my parents this because every time I said, honestly, I would love to go to Japan. They're like, "Why? Just you can see anime and shit." I'm like, no. Uh,
You're like
I mean,
no.
that'll be a side quest, obviously. Like going to the
Yeah,
stores, going to uh, I keep on forgetting the name of it, Akihabara.
yeah. That's
But
it. That's it.
I would love to see like uh the cultural difference between where I live and Japan. Obviously, that I think that would be cool. I would
Hmm.
love to see just the blossoming trees. I would love to go there in like I think it's like wintertime. I would love to go during wintertime. I would love to go in fall. I would love to go in spring. Honestly,
All the seasons.
all the season there would probably be beautiful there.
Hmm.
I think blossom trees I just want to look at. And also the food is kind of
Yeah.
killer. So I want to eat their food there. Honestly,
Yeah, I want to try their food there as well. I bet it'd be like really good.
if I had to say the first thing I would do, it would be probably looking at the blossom trees and then going straight over to some place to eat. So,
Yo, that's pretty base though. That's pretty great.
mhm.
I do, yeah. Honestly, like that's kind of just part of the experience, right? Like, I feel like I'd want to travel all throughout Japan before, because yeah. I don't know. There's so much to Japan. Like, just the architecture alone is very pretty. So I feel like I'd really just want to go just to appreciate that. And I think it's really cool how not many people in Japan drive, how they walk a lot. I think that's very yeah. I just like to experience like all of that.
Mhm. And Tetnorek in the chat just said, "Yep, look at the trees, go eat, and then become a protagonist." Yes, is that exactly what I was planning on doing, Tetnorek? I'll become the ultimate protagonist. Uh, the random arcades would also be fun. Uh, but I would also have to set aside like a big money trip because I'll be racing a lot of money. So
Yeah.
knowing
No.
myself.
Definitely. Yeah. Like I feel like I'd have to like save up for this trip. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's not just gonna happen.
Yeah,
Sadly.
I probably would never. Honestly, I probably wouldn't buy figurines from Alcabra. There's I forget what the store is called, but it's like they go. There's a bunch of shelves, and it's like you can spend an entire day here looking through the figurines. That'll probably be one of the shops I
Yeah.
go to because they're all used, so it's like a little bit better in price. So,
Mhm.
so it'll be
Do
like,
you think you would want to have like a lot of figures?
um, I've seen like Joey, the anime dudes, not dude, the anime man. Yeah, it's simple to get them confused, I know, but I've seen his
Jordan.
collection. I've seen his collection on like his videos and stuff. It's just like I could never have that much, but it would be like, yeah,
Mm,
I have a few already. Uh, I want to get like the entire One Piece cast, not the entire cast, but like the Strike crew and maybe a few other ones.
that'd be cool. I think that'd be really cool. Yeah.
But I don't know. I want to get a My figurine at some point, but they're expensive. I want to get Erina figurine, but they're expensive. I would love to
Are you
get
talking about Mai from Bunny Girl Senpai?
yes.
Yes, bro.
She's
I
top two
feel
life for
like
me.
personally, I'd want to get like a Madoka figurine, like a Madoka, like a goddess Madoka, and then a devil Homura, and then maybe like a Cardcaptor Sakura one because there's this one YouTuber I follow. I think he goes by the name of like Ken, and he has this like really pretty like Cardcaptor Sakura figurine. I'm like, you know what? Like that'd be really freaking cool to have. I don't know where I'd put it. Like, I feel like you'd have to have like bookshelves for like manga, right? So you could like display your figures on the side or something.
I
Um,
do own a bookshelf.
you do? All right, all right.
Technically, okay, so technically, I didn't buy it, but my grandma gave it to me. Because she was giving out since my grandpa passed away last year. Uh,
Oh,
actually,
I'm so
like
sorry.
actually exactly last year. Well, not exactly. At a year and plus some. She gave me the bookshelf he used, and it's really nice. So I have
Oh,
I have a lot
okay.
more bridge space I can put all my manga on. I put a few figurines on there already, so it's really nice. So
All right. That sounds really great. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of jealous. Like, I kind of want a bookshelf,
I mean
but like,
they are expensive.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, legit, that's like such a huge investment, and with like VTubing and everything, it's just like, you know what? I have other priorities.
Yeah, I'm not a VTuber, so I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I could go on and on about how expensive it is to be a VTuber.
what was the main reason you decided to become a VTuber?
Yes, yes. So, well, okay, hold on. When I said that it's expensive to become a VTuber, it's
Mhm.
expensive to become like a 2D VTuber, but I
No,
guess
I
I'll
know.
get into that at another time. But my reason was basically because I honestly kind of fell in love with VTubing with Hololive. Because at first, right, at first I was like, VTubers, I kind of don't get it. I remember when Kizuna Eye came out, and I was like, I don't really vibe with this. Like, this is kind of weird to me. And then when Hololive first blew up, like over the internet, I was kind of just like, this is weird. I don't know. Something about it freaks me out. And then I was like, I think I was in a voice call with like Hiding, and then Hiding goes, no, Katie, let me send you this. Let me send you this video, and just watch it. And I was like, okay, and I watched it, and it was just about like the Hall Life girls kind of just like screwing around, like
Mhm.
messing around here and there, and yeah, I generally like kind of from then on, it was a slow descent down the VTuber rabbit hole, and then I was like, yes, I want to become one. I need this. This is fun. Like,
I mean, to be fair, I have not gone through a rabbit hole just yet. I follow a lot of VTubers. Yes. Do I watch all of them?
yo mood.
Depends on the mood. It depends on the day, I should say.
Yeah, I actually just woke up today, and I was like, what? The first thing I did was, like check
Mhm.
Twitter and like stuff like that, like obviously, but like I turned on like a Pecora stream. She was like streaming Minecraft or something like that earlier today, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, to everyone who is, I watch V Shoujo here and there.
Yeah,
I have not watched a single Hololive channel. So,
that's fair.
my
That's fair.
experiences with Hololive are the Nutsanor channel. So, if that makes
Oh
sense.
yeah, because he doesn't he do like live
Reactions.
reactions
Yeah.
to, yeah.
That's as much you're gonna ever get me with Hololive. I don't know a single
That's fair.
Hololive. I know the dog girl. I don't
Oh,
watch her.
Karate.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah.
Mm.
Uh, and then that one. I don't know. I don't remember what she is. Shark Girl, I think. I don't know.
Gura. Yeah,
Yeah, that
Gura.
one. Those are like the only
Yeah.
two I know.
Yeah, no, I definitely love like V Shoujo too. I
Mhm.
think because like generally I wasn't really like interested in V Shoujo. But I'm starting to kind of get into like more of the independent VTuber sphere. Korawa Eden through his video introduced me to Bungo Taiga, and I've kind of just like been freaking out about Bungo Taiga this entire time. They're great.
I still have not watched Bungo Taiga.
That's perfectly fine. I'm honestly just like geeking out right now about VTubers because like I just love them so much.
I think the VTubers you'll see me watch the most are maybe some independent ones like Soma Rigel, Overly, um,
Okay.
Iron Mouse I watch here and there.
Mhm.
Project Melody depends on the day.
That's
Uh,
fair.
and Zentrea, I think her name was. I watch
Yeah,
her
it's
quite a bit.
Zendrea. Yeah, Zendrea.
I watch her quite a bit. So,
Okay, okay.
but that was
Yeah, I
that's
think
my
I know of
experience.
Overly too.
That's my experience when it comes to VTuber.
Okay, fair enough.
I haven't asked the basic question, but what is your favorite anime?
Oh, yeah. So my favorite anime is Madoka Magica.
Mm,
Like 1000%, I rewatch it like every year, and I still haven't like. Well, no, I did it like last year for like 2020, like technically, but like I want to rewatch it again. It's so good.
I should probably actually watch it at some point.
Oh my
So,
gosh, yeah, no, pro- um, like legitimately, like Madoka Magica, I highly recommend it to like everyone. I'll describe it. I'll describe the tone. It's seemingly cute until it's not.
mhm.
Until like things go very much so south. Within the third episode. Just saying the 3 episode rule really applies here for
Yes.
Madoka Magica, and I don't want to spoil it for you or anything, but
To be
yeah.
honest, I already know what happens. I've heard plenty
What
of
do you
people.
say?
I heard so many people talk about it already, so I already know it's technically what happens in episode 3. It
Oh,
wouldn't be a
okay.
big shocker to me,
Oh,
but
okay.
that's like the
Yeah.
only reason I will watch it is because I want to know what happens after episode 3. So
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happens after episode 3, and it's only 2 episodes, so like there's nothing. It's not too long, but also at the same time, like I totally get it. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, you should watch this. It's only 12 episodes.
yes,
Like
yes. I think
yeah.
the anime I've been watching lately, um, I've been rewatching Code Geass lately.
Oh, okay, okay,
I'm on
okay.
episode
Go
3.
on. Wait,
uh,
what do you say?
I'm on episode 3 of that.
Okay, wait. Are you just watching it for the first time?
No, this is my third time watching it, I think. So,
Oh, okay, okay.
and then I'm rewatching Cautious Hero again. I turn like an episode on here and there, and then I turn on another episode. And it just leads into a rabbit hole because I love that show. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then a show called Major. So I've been watching. I think I'm on episode 15 or something now.
Okay, I think I've heard of Major, and I
Yeah.
don't really know what it is, but I think I've heard of it.
So now 4 years ago, I don't know what the hell went through my mind, but I dropped it on episode 8, I think, and said I didn't cry to episode 6, which was a lie. I because when I didn't remember anything from any of the episodes until episode 6 came back around. I'm like, let me see here, and then I got a flashback. I was tears did come out on episode 6 when I did watch it. So
Mm.
I guess you can say I lied, but also I didn't remember. So there, that counts, right? So
Fair.
was there an anime that got you completely invested into watching more anime?
Oh, this is actually really interesting because the one anime that like kind of got me into anime was Attack on Titan when it first
Mm-hmm.
came out. Now Attack on Titan's blowing up, dude, and like I just rewatched the last episode that's like out right now. It's so good. Oh my god. And I remember when I was like, kind of like iffy into getting into anime. Uh Attack on Titan was sort of becoming mainstream to like a point.
Mm-hmm.
Like people were talking about it like it was kind of cool to like watch Attack on Titan, but not really, you know what I mean? But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna see what the hype is about. So I watched like episode 1 and I knew I was done from there. Like I was like, all right, well, done watching the rest of this,
Yeah.
and then I just watched Black Butler right after, and then Sword Art Online, and just yep, it was a downhill spiral from there.
So I have not watched season 4 yet,
Oh,
but
okay.
but
You're in for a ride.
but I'm a manga boy, so
Okay.
I'm the
Oh,
one
okay.
saying
Okay.
you guys are
Never
in
mind.
for a ride.
I was like, you already know. Yeah, you
I
already
already know
know
what happens.
everything. Yeah.
I do plan on watching it, but it wasn't. I think Nuts brought up a good point at one point. That is not one show I was hyped about to watch per se. It was more hyped about what people reactions are gonna be like. That's what I was more hyped
Oh,
about. I think
okay.
I think the two anime I was more hyped about was ReZero. I'm really hyped about that.
Okay.
Um, I'm also kind of hyped about Eden Zero. I think that is what it's called. Because one of my friends is big into it, and she made the bold claim that it's gonna be the greatest anime of all time. Well, greatest anime of
Whoa,
this year. So it's like, oh,
that's a big
that's a
claim.
big claim.
Yeah.
Because you have things like ReZero, which I honestly think right now ReZero. I haven't watched season 2, part 2 yet, but from just season 2, if they keep on going on with that train they went on from last year into this year, I think my top anime of this year now would be ReZero. So
Okay.
Eden
All right.
Zero, yes, gamer. I do plan on actually watching the Eden Zero though, because I did tell her that I will actually get into watching Eden Zero. So
Yeah. You'll try. You'll try.
I'll try.
Yeah. I'm excited for Promise Neverland. Actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've read that's like the one anime that like I've read pretty much the entire manga for. Like I think I'm 4 chapters away from like being done with the manga. And I am hyped. Like so excited for what's going to come for the Promised Neverland. It's gonna be amazing.
So I was kind of stupid. I'm gonna let you know something. I'm gonna let everyone know something.
Okay.
I know what happens in season 2 now, because I read the manga for season 2. I stopped reading for a little bit because I was reading Black Clover at the moment. I put that more higher, I guess, and then I just completely forgot about it and read other things. And then yeah, recently I was like, yeah, I read the last 5 chapters of the Promised Neverland, so I know how it ends now. And it wasn't even my fault. I legitimately thought I was already done with it because when I came back, it was like I know it's been a while. I read the last 5 chapters. I think that's how much I had left. And I was like, I don't remember anything that happened up to this. Hold on. And I'm reading through it. I'm like, oh, this is the ending.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, this is the ending. Well, I know how Promised Neverland ends now. Well, that's a fun.
Yeah, that's not oof.
Yeah, I think I might have gotten confused
Like,
with
oof.
Haikyuu or something. To be honest,
Wait, what? You what?
I think I got confused with another manga.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Who knows? I don't know, but now I know the end of the Promised Neverland. So I mean, can't change that.
That's true. Yeah, I can't change it, but
Mhm.
I mean, at least it's gonna be exciting to see it animated, right?
Oh yeah, I do have another question. Not going over manga or anime, but you heard of manhwa, right?
Manhwa. I've heard
Yes.
of it. Yeah.
Have you watched anything like Tower of God or?
No.
Okay,
No, I haven't ventured that far. Like is manhwa more like webtoons?
manhwa is webtoon. Yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah, no,
So
I haven't ventured into that.
there's I think 3 big ones that people talk about. God of High School, which I think is absolutely terrible. It's mid. The only redeeming thing about anime, the anime is actually better than the manhwa because it's actually enjoyable a little bit because the fight scenes are killer. They
The
make
God
no
of High
sense.
School.
Yes, they make no sense, but they're actually good fight scenes, well choreographed. Um,
Okay.
and then Tower God is absolutely atrocious. The only thing I liked about Tower God was the world building, and that was it. I found it
Really?
really boring, and I've read the entire manhwa of season 1, and I've watched the entire season 1 now, and neither of them was good. So yeah,
Mm.
If
I don't know much about Tower of God or God of High School, but I can tell you one thing. I think Jojo would disagree with you on the Tower of God being
no,
terrible.
a lot of people would disagree with me, but
Yeah.
I found it really boring. Nothing happened, in my personal opinion.
That's fair. That's a fair opinion. I
Except
personally
Rachel.
can't I can't comment on it because I haven't seen it. All I can say is that Rachel sucks and I have no idea why.
Rachel's best girl, obviously.
Oof. Oof. I know that's an oof. I don't know why it's an oof, but like
you don't know why. I only meme on it. I don't actually believe it, but I meme on it so hard. I love it.
yeah.
I think
No, yeah.
the best two manhwa I would recommend anyone reading is Sweet Home or Bastard. They're both really good.
Okay.
So,
All right.
that's my personal opinion. I think those two are like the best manhwa has to offer.
That's fair. Yeah. I haven't read. I think you read it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse my voice. I just like worked out yesterday, so I'm kind of still a little like
Mm-hmm.
iffy. But yeah, I I haven't ventured into manga, so I literally don't know anything about it.
I don't blame. If you were put into an anime, what type of character do you think you would be?
The protagonist, of course.
The
No,
protagonist. Yes.
I think it's like it's a toss up between like the it's a toss up between the person who gets killed first and the dairy.
Mm-hmm.
I generally feel as though I'd be like that one stupid character who like goes off on their own and then like gets killed. Like that would be me. Like if it was like talentless Nana, I'd be like the first person to be killed. Like literally.
Yeah. Me personally, if I had to say anyone, I know this. I would imagine myself being like Isaiah in a way from Durarara a little bit,
Oh.
kind of toying with people, I guess you can say, trying to
Mhm.
bring out some emotions. Because that's, I won't say I do that repeatedly, on a day-to-day basis, but I actually got into a fight earlier this year.
Oh shit.
I don't get into fights at all. I don't even try to get into a fight, but my friend was getting, you know, not attacked, but mentally attacked by this one bully. I don't know what his name was at all. But my friend's name was Josh. I felt so bad. I did not want to go on because I'm the type of person that's just like, I don't care if you bully me, don't bully this guy. Um, I
Mhm.
was having a rough day. He was having a rougher day than me. It was just like, dude, he's having a rough day. Just get out of the way. And the dude pushed me. I'm like, okay, that's it. And the first thing I do in a fight now is I've learned a lot of things. You get them angry. I know that sounds really stupid, but you get them angry because they become one-minded and they're easy to defeat. Because,
Oof.
and I'm not even joking. I'm not the most strongest kid ever, but I was pretty good with mind games. Not gonna lie. I made the dude
Yikes.
I made the dude so angry that his focus went from him to me. So that was the first plan. The second plan is to make him so angry that he only wants to attack me. So he comes at me, I just dodge out of the way and kind of trip him off the time. It was just like I felt so bad for that dude because he's getting beat up by someone who's weaker than him, and the only thing I had to do was punch him in the nose, and he was knocked out pretty much. So
you just gotta
you
between the eyes, bro.
yeah, I mean, here's a lesson to anyone. If you punch them in the nose, they're vulnerable as easy. You can be the strongest man. Once you punch in the nose, you're screwed. You are screwed.
Oh, man.
But yeah, he became like the. You know how in anime they go like the long arm, like just the around the arm type of roundhouse punch or whatever. I just go for a quick jab, and that's all I gotta do. It's just like
Oh man.
there's a jab. I mean, you taking forever to punch me. I'm gonna jab you as quickly as possible. Squeeze your momentum up. Yeah, I can imagine myself being like the more comedic relief, but also the guy that also kind of plays people in the background to bring them into a scenario. Just see
Okay, I
what
see.
the reaction would be like. So
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to say this, but I feel like a little bit like I'd kind of be like a little bit like Homura in
Hmm.
Madoka Magica. I know you haven't seen it, but and I know I've been talking about Madoka Magica a lot lately. But like she was this really like scared like at first. Well, actually, you know what? That's a spoiler. I'm not gonna say why. I'm just gonna say I'd be a little bit like Homer, I guess you could say.
Okay.
I'd flip a switch, I guess.
I think some people in the chat would know. Me, I don't know what you're talking about, but
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to because it's honestly like one of the biggest spoilers in Madoka Magica, and which it made me love the anime so much. So I'm just gonna chill.
most definitely. So coming from a man who just finished Banana Fish, what would you personally give it?
Like a ranking?
Yeah, like a out
Okay.
of 10.
Oh, I'd honestly give it like I'd say like a 9 out of 10,
Okay.
like a solid 9. Because there's so many, like it just goes really deep,
Hmm.
and but also at the same time, like it's hard to talk about Banana Fish
Yeah.
because of all of the terrible things that happen. I feel like it borders to an extent on just kind of like torture.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like there's like a lot of bad things that happen to Ash, but generally like it shows like the dynamic between AG and Ash alone is absolutely unbelievable in my opinion. The fact like Jojo and I were talking about this before. The fact that like, you know, Ash has been abused all of his life for his body, but you know that AG doesn't look at him that way, and I feel like that's why Ash really is drawn to AG, and how Ash experiences so much hate and just like violence throughout his life, and AG is just that one person that like gives him love. I feel like it just that dynamic alone on top of like the storytelling makes Banana Fish like a solid 9. I wouldn't say it's like a 10 out of 10.
No.
But because it does have its faults. Mainly, I guess you'd say like with the ending, I did not like the ending at all. Um, it kind of frustrated me, but at the same time, you know, it is what it is, and I really enjoyed it. Like I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I also enjoyed it. I would either give it an 8 to a 9 out of 10 for me personally. And
All right, fair enough.
I think Ash is my favorite character in the series. So,
Ash is your favorite character? I think shoot. Who is my favorite character?
oh, that's a question. Who is your favorite character?
Yeah, who's my favorite character in Banana Fish? I'd probably say AG.
Okay.
Although I think I do think that Ash is very complex.
Mhm.
So it might be Ash for me as well. But I really do like AG too, because he's just like my innocent little
Yeah.
little child to protect.
Sometimes the innocent people are the people that piss me off the most.
Really, that's kind of fair though.
So,
Like I get that.
such as Deku.
Nah, Deku doesn't make me mad. Deku's my little baby boy. I love him.
Deku's mid.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean that's if I had it. I mean that I hate Deku, but I just think he's mid. I mean there's nothing I hate. There's nothing special about him either. I think my biggest complaint towards Deku comes more to the author, I guess you can say. So, but
All right.
going off of like anime, do you have any ships in anime that you want to happen or happened already that you adored?
Do I ever?
Do I ever?
Yeah. I have many ships in anime. My like one like favorite ship like ever, like I love it so much, is from Cardcaptor Sakura. If you've seen it, have you seen Cardcaptor Sakura?
I've seen a little bit.
Yeah, so it's with Yukito and Toya.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like honestly like one of my favorites. Just mainly because it's basically like a canon couple. I think it technically is a canon couple at this point of time. But yeah, like off the top of my head, because I know I have many more, I just can't really think of them at the moment. I'd say
Yeah.
probably Inuyasha and Kagome are probably pretty strong as well.
Of
Like
course.
that couple as well is just Especially like when I know like it gets annoying to the point where like when Kagame is always like yelling like you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But there's a lot of really cute moments where like Inuyasha is just like, just shut up and let me protect you or something like that. I'm like, oh bro, this is cute. This is cute. I like it.
So kind of going off of that, uh, who was your very first waifu or husbando?
Okay. Yeah. I didn't really have like a husbando first. I had like a waifu like right away. Like I was just like, bro, I'm in love. I love this person. Like I love this character so much. Like I'm dying. I have like a holy trinity of waifus in anime.
Let me guess. It was Aaron Yeager. Obviously, his yelling rues the lady.
Yes, best waifu, Eren Yeager.
Yes, Aaron Yeager. I will kill all the Titans. Yes.
Oh my god. No. It's not. It's Shinobu from Demon Slayer. That's not
Okay.
my first waifu. My first waifu is Mirai from Kyokai no Kanata, which is Beyond the Boundary, I believe. Um, and then the other waifu is Mai from Bunny Girl Senpai.
Well, of
Yeah.
course, Maya is top tier.
Yeah, Mai is like top tier, like top is tier waifu, man. What about you? I'm interested. Is one of them let me guess. Okay. So we got Boa Hancock.
She was not my first.
That one girl from Food Wars. I don't know her name.
Erin Nakari. She was also
Yeah.
not my first.
Really? Who's your first?
Okay, so my first goes all the way back when I was 7 years old. Okay.
Ooh.
You know Misty? No, it isn't Misty.
No,
It
Misty.
is not Misty. My very
Oh.
first waifu was, it wasn't I want to say it was either Orihime from Bleach or
Okay.
Dawn from May from Pokemon, not Dawn. May from
Oh, May. Yo, May is I really like May. And Orihime is like pretty good too, although I kind of like Rukia better than Orihime. But that's just my personal opinion.
In terms of character, yes. In terms of waifu, no.
Okay, but in terms of husbando though,
Ichigo,
uh,
obviously.
no, I was gonna say what's his name? Starts with an H.
H. I just watched the show.
Or a T.
What was that?
Or a T. Maybe both.
Or T. Is
The
he
ice dude.
the ice dude? Oh,
Hitsugaya.
Hitsugaya. Yes.
Yeah,
Hitsugaya.
yeah. I husband like top husbando material though is Hitsugaya from Bleach.
Wait a minute. What about the top tier waifu
Wait,
in
best boy. Best boy.
Yamato?
Yamato.
Oh, what? You don't want the old dude?
Dilfs? Question mark?
Honestly, if I had to go
No.
with a husbando, my first husbando, even though I'm not gay, was Aizen. So
That's fair.
Aizen was
That's
kind of
fair.
top tier. The dude's hot. I mean, what
Dude,
can I
it's kind of
say?
facts though. It's kind of facts. Like he's one of the most attractive like anime
Yeah,
men like
I mean,
ever.
You can't really go wrong with him. So,
Big facts. Big facts.
have you watched ReZero?
Yeah, I've seen the first season.
Okay, so that you can answer this. So there was a humongous debate, really humongous, that caused the entire waifu debate to go into a
I
civil
totally
war.
know what debate you're talking about.
Are you talking about who is it that you choose, Rem or Amelia?
Ram.
Rem?
No, I said Ram.
Ram? Obviously. Ram top tier. If I had to go with a waifu, it's Roswell, obviously. Roswell is top tier. Fuck the
Oh
other
my
two.
god.
Honestly,
Bro, hello?
to be honest, I think the one
gosh.
waifu that I actually got into in ReZero was the green hair girl. Cruz Karsten.
Okay.
Top tier. But Ren versus Amelia?
Yeah, I'd probably say like I mean, at the time I was like a huge Rem stan. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Amelia's pretty cool. I like her character design more than Rem's, honestly.
Rem
but
just seems so basic to me. So
really?
She seems like the most basic bitch ever.
I mean, I don't know.
Same
I
thing
thought
with.
Rev was pretty
I mean,
sweet.
Amelia. I mean, Rem is sweet and adorable, but she's basic. She's always seemed like that one girl who's always basic. She seems like
To
she's
me,
on the
I guess that
version of
kind of
it.
seems more like Amelia. I guess I don't know.
Amelia is also really basic. I think they're both really basic waifus. So
Okay,
that's
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 fair.
just my personal opinion.
That's fair. I don't know. I don't know. I personally like Rem and Amelia. Like they're both adorable. I adore them. But I haven't seen season 2, so I can't really say anything else.
Echidna wipes the floor with them easy. Just as soon as you see it, season 2, you're gonna be falling in love with Echidna, not Emilia. Fuck those two. Rem is not part of season 2, so hype.
Yeah. All right.
But on a video you did. It was called on the Smash versus Pass video. They did with Evan 80.
I remember that video.
You tortured Evan. How do you feel about that?
Bruh. You know,
That poor man.
I love Evan. That video was a lot of fun, not gonna lie.
Would you
I remember I think we did that video where like I first like was getting to know Evan and stuff like that. And you know, I feel like a lot of people really like to be mean to Evan, but there's like an extent, you know what I mean? Like people are
Exactly.
like really rude and it's really terrible and you shouldn't be like that. Do I regret what I did in this video? No.
No. So I'm the same way. When Nuts did like the shrimp meme, I'm just gonna say it like that. Fuck it. When
shrimp?
When he said simp, first said simp to Evan, and yeah, it was funny at first.
Oh,
it was really funny at first, especially when Nuts was doing it. But when people always just walked in his chat, and the first thing they say was, "Ask the simp." It was just like, why? The meme's done, but people take the meme way too far. And
no, I thought that meme was a little bit too far. Like
it was
to
too far.
I didn't realize it until a little bit like after it was done, and I was like, oh yeah, you know what? It's never good to do that.
I mean,
it
was funny at first because Evan was laughing at first, and then but when it constantly happened, it was just like, okay, you've gone too far. That is not. This is no longer a meme. It's you being a bitch. I mean, there's no other word to put it. I mean, it's fine if you can even mean it as a joke, but when you constantly do it, the joke is gone. It just you can't say the same joke over and over again and expect it to be funny every time. So
yeah,
the first time, yes. Second time, maybe. Third time, enough. So like Evan's a great dude. I mean, to be honest, I actually have him on an interview. I think 2 weeks now, maybe a week. Yeah, 2 weeks. My bad. 3 weeks. I don't know. But whenever I interview Evan, that is not gonna be one thing. I'm not gonna at all do anything like I don't like to set up the impression of me being a dick. What I always do with people. So I'm gonna put this out there. What I do with my interviews, I look at their Twitter account, and they made a single mistake on something. I'll try and point it out somehow. But it isn't gonna be like, oh, you were a simp. How are you a simp? Or why you were a simp? Or stuff like that. Just constantly with the same thing going off. I'm gonna change it up all the time. I mean, it's possible I might bring it up. That's future me. But it's gonna be like more of a joking manner, not as like, yeah.
Yeah, but even the jokey matter, he really doesn't like that.
I probably honestly I probably won't because I know how much he doesn't like it. So it isn't like I like to bring up stuff like fun little things like your previous channel you were called Jack Piece for Jack is Boy. Or just another channel for Spooky. I bring up those little hidden details. Or like memes and stuff like that. But I would never bring up something that I know someone hates. Something that. Because being called a simp constantly, yeah, that hurt. I knew that probably did hurt for Evan. So, because that's you were not taking it as a meme, but it was more derogatory, and that is not what you should be doing. So, it's fun at first, but not for the person. That's always what you gotta know. Is I guarantee you, Evan was fine with it at first, because he knew it was probably just a meme that nuts were doing, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm fine with this." I mean, he was proud of it, and then all of a sudden, it just became like, "Oh, you this, yeah." It's like, you kidding me? Uh, yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. But
I don't know.
what were your favorite moments during your YouTube experience, if you had to say one?
Um, Actually, it was a collab with Evan, if I'm being
Oh,
honest with
nice.
you. Yeah, it wasn't this collab, like it wasn't the Smash or Pass video, but
Mhm,
Evan had I guess I'd say like my most like favorite like experience with like YouTube is like, getting to know more people and stuff like that.
mhm,
My favorite experience like with making like videos and stuff like that would be this collab because he did an anime Jeopardy video. And that was the most fun like I've had like in a very long time because it was so freaking funny. Like just meeting I believe it was like Kim and I can't remember who this is so sad. I can't remember. But those girls were like so like they were hilarious and like it was just like a really fun time. And
mhm.
I generally like YouTube to me has been like very amazing simply because of the community. Like I think that's like the strong point of getting into all this stuff. It keeps me going a lot of the
Yeah.
time.
And that's the main reason I did this series was just it wasn't just for like, oh yeah, I could get views on this. Yeah, this is easy. Yeah, no, I mean, it's I mean, I get to meet more people. I get to spread my
Mhm.
personality, I guess you can say, to more people. And just always keeps me happy whenever I'm able to do fun things like this to for people.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, my audience get to find out more about the content creator I'm interviewing, as well as like their audience get to find out more about them. And then most of the time, they can like more about them, and it'll be like they can grow because they're like, oh, this person's actually normal like me. Oh, I want to talk to this person more. We have so many things in common. It's just like always stuff like that. And me, it
Yeah.
opens up more branch ways for myself. I was telling my dad about why I do this. It was just like one, I get to make more friends. Two, this can help me in the future with so many things. Social needs when it comes to like talking to people outside of YouTube in real
Mhm.
life, which is something I suck at. Um, and then as well as like I want to become like a general manager of a 5-star hotel, and obviously I'll be interviewing people to join my team, my team. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
so
Okay.
interviewing new people always will help. So it would be like, okay, a couple questions on the spot, questions that are based on them, and stuff like that. So that's like the main reason I like this. So,
Alrighty. That's fair.
so I did talk to you about this question before we get into like the actual stream, but where did the name KitsuneKatie come from?
Oh yeah, that's right. So I was trying to think of names for my YouTube channel, right? Because like, it's kind of important. It's
Mm-hmm.
kind of your brand, what people will know you for. So I was like really struggling and I went through like a lot of names. I was like, okay, well, I believe I at the time before this happened, I settled on like anime aura. So I was gonna be anime aura, but then I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want anime within my name because then I can't really branch out from that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm taking a nap. I'm tired. I can't. I don't. I can't like come up with something right now. And literally, when I was taking a nap, like in the middle of that nap, I sat straight up, like woke up from my nap, was like KitsuneKatie. I wrote it down on my phone, and then I went back to bed.
Oh, you love to see it.
Yeah, this is literally it. Like, there's nothing else other to that story. I know
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of anticlimactic, but
I mean,
something.
a story's a story. I mean, you cannot down yourself on that one. I mean, it's a fun story. There's nothing else I can say. It's just a fun story.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, it was an interesting time. I was like,
mm-hmm.
and now I'm kind of regretting it, but not really, because like I kind of restricted myself into having like a kitsune model.
Yeah.
We're rolling with it, we're fine.
And then there's me with a name that I plan on changing at some point. So I'll
Mm,
probably change it to
that's fair.
something else with Tal because I like being called Tal than
Yeah,
the entire
I
name.
think Talbot's is pretty good though. I don't
I
know what
mean,
it
yeah,
means. but
It's my last name, so.
oh, okay. I was like, I
uh,
don't know what this means, but
but yeah, I mean, there's nothing basic with it. It's just like, what should I name myself? I'll put out. I'll go. This one I was on Facebook. I'm like, you know what? Hey guys, what's a good name? A good name that I should do for a thing that doesn't involve my name. And someone was like, yeah, that name. I'm like, okay, fine. But I was originally gonna go with Ultimate Guardian. So.
oh yeah, because I remember you had that as like your Among Us name, and I
Mhm.
got confused because I've only ever known you as like Tao.
Mhm.
So I was like, wait a minute, who's Ultimate? And I was like, oh,
Yep, that's me, Ultimate Boys.
yeah.
So I see you are getting back into streaming on Twitch. What are the future plans for streaming?
Um, well, of course it involves like VTubing.
Mhm.
So, I don't know, really. I really want to get partnered because I
Yeah.
feel like that's just like another milestone, like as if I were to get like 1K on YouTube. That's also like one thing that I want to do on Twitch as well as like 1K followers. Like I feel like
Mhm.
that's a pretty solid goal. Um, But I think VTubing is like a big part of it. I want to get better. I want to get like an overlay. I want to like enhance my brand a little bit. Maybe do some karaoke streams and art streams here and there, and yeah, get to know more people. Do some more collabs with some friends. The usual stuff.
Exactly. I mean, that's a lot of people goals become partnered on Twitch. Have more followers, build a community. I think my biggest goal on YouTube or Twitch is just have a community. That's like the biggest goal. I don't have to
Yeah,
make it. I don't have to. As much I want to make it, as much I want to be able to do this for a living. It's just like I just want to build a community at the center and core of it. I guess you can say. So,
yeah,
so going on
that's
to
fair.
going on to Twitter, I saw something on your Twitter account. It seems like you
Yeah.
are a firebender, right? And you have zero talent for water bending.
Damn.
That is so sad. What would be the first thing you do in the Avatar universe as a firebender?
uh, I guess practice martial arts.
Ooh.
Not gonna lie, because like I always saw myself as like a waterbending kind of person. Like literally, I always thought I was a waterbender. So like when it
And
came back
then
as like a firebender, I was like, "Excuse me, wait, what?"
hold on. I think when I took the test, I didn't post it to Twitter or anything. I got like all four elements.
Really?
I'm the actual
I was
avatar.
like, "Oh."
I'm the
Yeah,
protagonist of the story. What are you talking about?
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like it was weird to me. I was like, wait, but like no. So I guess as like a firebender, I would just like practice martial arts, but like I guess within like the Avatar universe, like the story, like I don't really like what my country is doing.
I agree.
Yeah. I'd probably join Ong.
Mhm.
Did I say that correctly? Aang,
Ink.
Ong, Aang, Aang.
Either one's
Okay,
fine.
yeah.
I've
I'd
heard it's
probably join
pronounced
up
both.
with him.
I mean,
You need a firebender on your side? Cool, I'm
ooh, I'll
there.
teach ya.
Yeah,
I suck at firefighting myself, but you want me as your teacher?
yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah, let's go. To failure.
yeah.
So I did notice you say on your Twitter timeline about your evolution as a person. Going from a person that was more of a follower to someone who is like more of a leader. And honestly, I can tell that from your videos, as well as being more shy on the camera to being more excited on the camera where you're always shaking now. How do you feel about your evolution as a person?
That's actually a really good question. So I thank you, by the way.
Hmm.
I personally consider myself to be a little bit more open. I believe, like, when I first started, I was so bad
Hmm.
I was just very, and I still am like a very private person. But I feel myself opening up a little bit more, like letting myself get close to people, like opening up and like sharing just my life with them, I guess you can say. And I think that's like a huge step forward in the goal that I wanted. I believe like last year was just like generally like stop being like so shy and like, yeah, I mean, I'm still shy like here and there, but I feel like it's a lot better to you'll never know, you'll never get to meet like some of the greatest people if you're not open with them. You know what I mean? If you don't let yourself become friends with them, if you stay out of contact and you just, you know?
Hmm.
So I feel like I've generally like improved there, and it's been really difficult, but it's been a fun time.
I'm a immensely shy person. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I
Uh,
feel.
if it's on one-on-one conversation or one-on-two conversation, I guess you can say. If I'm talking
Mhm.
to two other people, it's like that's my limit. For stuff like Among Us, I'm gonna bring up a story. Among Us, I've actually had an anxiety attack when I was talking to people I look up to and respect, and
Uh,
in Cyanide, Jordan, Spooky, it was just like I had a rough time, and that day was not going the greatest for me in the first place, and I had an anxiety attack. So
mm,
that's something that don't happen usually, but usually I know it's gonna happen because now I broke down on stream, and I quickly muted myself so people don't hear me. Um,
yeah.
and I kind of deafened myself from the conversation, so I wasn't trying to sound like a dick to them. It was just like I just need time to think.
No, I don't think. Yeah, I
So
mean, I don't think that you would come off as like rude or anything like that by just like, like deafening yourself. Like they probably think that like you had something to do or something like that.
mhm.
And which is fair, if you have time that you need to take for yourself, then that's like, you know what I mean? Like you just have to do that. You know what I mean? You need to focus on your priorities first instead
Yeah.
of other people's at the moment. I think if you understand that like first and then move forward on there and understand how you can be kind to others, I think that's the way to go.
I think the one thing that confused me the most about it the next day was I played with them before, and I played with 10 people before. I don't talk a lot, yes, but it was just like that
Mm,
happened. I played with these people before. I don't know how the anxiety attack happened. It must have been already on its way. I guess I must have already been at my limit for anxiety, because I
mhm.
usually get pain in my right side whenever I have anxiety. So, which is weird, but yeah, I get pain in my right side. So.
Not weird, not weird. No. I understand that. It can be rough sometimes, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But once again, if you have to like take the time for yourself, like set some boundaries and stuff like that. Um yeah.
I fully agree.
Mm, mm.
So I've noticed something. I want to get to this. I want to be able to watch this podcast. I can say, there's a podcast that started. I think a couple weeks ago. Now I'm missing all the episodes because I've been too busy during the time. But I
It's
will
fine.
get into it when I get the chance. And this series is on an anime show. It's not One Piece
Yes.
version. Can you guess what it's called?
The Keijo podcast,
Yes, the
yes.
Keijo podcast. It's a thing. Have you ever seen Keijo?
Oh God. Okay. If Jojo is watching this, don't kill me. I haven't seen a single episode of Keijo. Um, but I like full on support this podcast with my entire being. Like
Nice.
I love it's just four people coming together like that. Like I love literally, or I guess like Evan, anime, yeah, like four people,
Mhm.
like literally. I'm just like hold on, because they occasionally have guests on. They just had Dakota on last time, um, but it's just like a bunch of people coming together who are fantastic. I love them all, and just like legit, like I support it so much. It's a lot of fun. I'm occasionally in there, and I just like listen to what they're saying because like I haven't like seen the episodes or whatever,
Yeah.
and I know it's not hard. It's not hard because legitly, it's like you watch an episode a week. You could do that. I just haven't done it, and I feel bad. But if I have the time, then I'll go in there and I'll like try and support them the best that I can. But it's a glorious podcast. Yes, I love it when they like get their own waifus and like debate against each other. It's hilarious. It's a fun time.
Would you watch it now?
Do I watch it now?
Would you want to watch it at some point?
Would I want to? Yeah, yeah, I would be down. It's just like I'm doing like so many other things that like I
Mhm.
kind of just like I haven't really watched anime in a bit. I think the last thing that I just watched is I like just fully got caught up on Attack on Titan, and that was like 2 days ago. I think last night I watched like the first episode of like that one new anime that everyone's like ranting about on Twitter, that like not ranting but like raving about how it's like so good.
JJK.
Um I think it was like no. Like it's like the new egg anime or something like that. I forgot what it's called.
I have no idea. That's like the
Yeah.
only new anime I know.
No, it's the girl with the heterochromia. I just watched that anime last night, the first episode, and I thought that was like really good. I didn't understand it, but I was in a call with I think Evan and like another friend that was in there, and he explained it. Like his friend explained it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it now." And I think it's really cool. It has
Okay.
some Madoka Magica vibes to it, but yeah.
If you were to set a goal for YouTube with Twitch by the end of this year, what would it be?
So I guess not really focusing on like sub count, because I or like follower count for Twitch. Like I did say that like it would be cool if I got to like 1K, or it'd be cool if I got to like 1K on Twitch. Um, but I feel like more so I want to set a goal for myself, like in terms of consistency,
Mm-hmm.
because so far for like my YouTube channel, I've been doing basically like either weekly or like bi-weekly, like once every 2 weeks, and sometimes even like once every 3 weeks. And to me even just like 2 weeks is rough. Like I feel like in order to or you know um to stay relevant, you have to really keep up like weekly. um but that's really difficult. So I feel like a goal that I'd set for myself would probably be to do weekly uploads for at least a month, and then go from there and see if I can continue to do it and create a habit later.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like once you get into the habit of doing it, it's kind of just a thing you do. You know what I mean? You kind of just make a video, don't even think about it twice, and then like it's not as difficult because you've been doing it for so long. Um, yeah, that, and mainly basically like just keeping up with Twitch, because I just started, and I know I don't want to get burned out, and I know I probably will at some point, but really I think it's just about recognizing when you need to take a break, So I won't be upset if I do break the weekly schedule for YouTube, because it is what it is. And I kind of already broke it. If I'm being honest, I don't know when I'm really gonna start this or something like that. But I try my best, and that's all you can ask for.
I usually post weekly, but that's
Yeah.
once a week now. I used to post 2 times a week, but I can't keep up with that. So
That's fair.
I think one video per week is probably the best for me personally. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like for me, because like I don't know, you probably have school too. But it really started to get difficult when I was in college, and I mean I'm still in college. But I'm on break right now, so I really have no excuse really, um, other than the fact that I've been like streaming a lot. But yeah, so like it gets more difficult when you have a lot of other I guess tasks on your hands.
mhm. So now we come to the question that everyone waits for. Obviously, this is the most serious question of the day. Every interview, I always have this serious question. The serious question that is so serious that can't even stand up because of how serious it is. It's the most serious thing you ever have to think of. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Who will win in the battle of yelling? Asta or Bakugo?
Um, I mean, doesn't Asta like stop yelling as much? Like later on, I feel like Bakugo might win.
Bakugo, okay. But the first few episodes of Asta, though.
I mean, the first few episodes, he's yelling a lot.
Constantly.
It didn't really like put me off though. You know what I mean? Like I really did like watching Black Clover, and I didn't think it was like too bad. But, but yeah, he does yell a little bit. Yeah.
So, you go with Bakugo?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bakugo.
Okay, nice. Because he will kill you. Obviously.
Wait, what?
He will
Damn.
kill. Yeah, I mean, did you not hear him? If you're a villain, he's gonna kill.
Oh boy.
I mean, he stated that in the My Hero movie. and probably
Damn.
outside of the movie. So
I haven't seen like the movies, and I've only seen like I think most of season 3.
hmm I always have a
Yeah.
controversial opinion with My Hero, and that controversial opinion, the second movie is better than most of the series.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I don't know. I can't say anything. So
As much as okay, I'm gonna let anyone know this. This is actually my honest opinion about the second movie. The second movie is okay, but it's like you're comparing a okay movie to a mid series. So which one did I find more enjoyable? Watching the training arc of My Hero or watching this movie where there's action? I'll go with the movie. So the next arc that goes in My Hero for season 5 is the worst arc you ever see. That's probably one of my least favorite arcs of all time. So
dang.
it's so goddamn boring. Nothing
Oof.
happens in my opinion. Uh,
In in the movie? No, not in the movie.
in the
In what
next
season?
arc, season 5, the very beginning, the very beginning of
Oh,
the arc is gonna be absolutely trash, and then the second arc they're gonna go into is called My Villain Academia, which is phenomenal. So
all right.
my biggest argument with My Hero, the reason I always call it mid, is because you have this rare occasion that you get a really good arc, like My Villain Academia or the Overhaul arc, then you get some boring ass training arc that makes no sense of the story, that is absolutely terrible. So it just always happens like that. So that's my personal opinion on My Hero.
All
But
right.
what inspired you to become said YouTuber or streamer?
Oh, that's actually a really good question. I think what really inspired me were was other content creators like trying their best. Content creator is such a word.
Mm-hmm.
Were other like YouTubers like I'd say like Hiding really inspired me. I really liked how he did his videos and how he still does them, like the analysis kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know Nux did, I believe, because I remember like I think I was like subscribed to him like when he was not as popular, but then he like blew up and it was like such an amazing like deal and stuff like that. And I was like so inspired that like he could do it. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
if these people are doing it, why am I not like out there trying? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And also teching really inspired me as
Tekken's
well.
amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry if I am gonna come off of this, but yeah, I had to redeem. Um, I probably should turn these off for you know these interviews, but Ara. Okay, okay, okay. How dare you? Okay.
We stand.
Have you ever cried during an anime or manga?
Yes, I have. I definitely. I'm such a huge crybaby. I cry a lot in anime. A few moments, I guess I'd say, like I really cried was when Robin's moment when she was like, "I want to
Aw,
live," that, and also like the Anohana ending.
I still have
A
not seen.
lot of moments like there's so many, I could keep going, like Your Lie in April, just that I was surprised by that. I didn't think I was going to, and then it hit and I was like, holy shit.
There's
I need to be by myself right now because I was with my sister at the moment. I was
mhm.
like, I'm gonna go finish this anime in my room.
There is one person I know who has the most hate who hates Anohana. I've only seen the first episode. I thought Anohana was okay. It was a boring first episode, but it was also okay, I guess, in a way. So I don't know if I'm gonna continue with it, but I've seen the first episode recently, so I mean, hey.
Okay, that's
But
nice. You
uh,
should. I recommend it, but yeah.
there one person in this chat that does not like Anohana. I will not tell this person's name unless they decide to say it, but they always say Fuk Anohana. So
Damn.
yeah. But
That's a big sad. Anohana's pretty nice. I
I was
really
gonna
like Anohana.
I was gonna bring up One Piece. I'm like, have you seen One Piece? And you're like, as soon as you saw the Nico Robin say, I'm like, oh, she's seen it. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't
So
seen all of it because like right now I'm up to like Whole Cake,
okay,
but yeah, I've seen like a good majority of it, I guess.
what are you up to in Whole Cake?
Um, I think I'm up to the point. I think I'm like right before the Katakuri fight.
Okay. So
Yeah, because I know there's that, and I haven't. Yeah.
so did you see the Sanji moment?
The Sanji moment where he's like trying to light a cigarette.
No, the Sanji moment in Whole Cake.
Like what Sanji moment? Like in
A
Whole Cake.
Sanji and Luffy moment.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
saw that moment.
I was trying to not spoil it just in case you didn't see it, but
Yeah, no, I saw it. No, I saw it. Yeah, that moment was like that moment did make me cry. Like especially when like Sanji was like in the carriage.
that one hurt me.
But it's not like one of the most like emotional moments that made me cry.
That's one of the most emotional for me.
Really? That's
Yes.
fair. Yeah,
and
it is. It is a pretty impactful scene. Not gonna lie. I feel like for me, the things that made me cry in like One Piece, like the most, of course, was like the Robin thing. But also like, Nami and Luffy like sticking up for Nami, and then there was also when he beat Doflamingo. Oh God,
yes.
hold on, I'm spouting spoilers. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I need to stop myself.
The only other scene that I would say in Whole Cake that probably would not top but come very close to the Sanji and Luffy moment would be Jinbei moment. I'm not gonna spoil that moment, but that moment.
Oh, when Jinbei, I think I know what moment you're talking about, though. I haven't gotten there, but I think I know what you're talking about.
And then the other moment that happened directly after the Nika Ramen scene. Do you know what I'm talking about? Not directly after, but shortly after.
Can you describe it without spoiling? Well, actually, I've seen it, so.
Did you cry for a boat?
Sorta.
Oh, come.
I know, I feel bad. I think I did. It was a while ago since I've seen One Piece.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
No, I think I did. Yeah.
That moment killed me. That moment killed me for a week.
Really?
Especially okay, I will let you know. It probably wouldn't hurt as much if it didn't come directly after reading the Nika Robin scene, and then of course the Usopp versus Luffy fight. I don't care if I spoil that. That fight.
No, that fight was that fight. I cried at that fight too. Not gonna lie, I cried at a lot of things in One Piece. One Piece really impacted me. Like it's my second favorite anime for a reason.
I was talking to a guy named Gale when we were doing the top 10 moments of One Piece. That this entire saga killed me. That killed me.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. It's a really good saga.
Yeah.
Like, the one thing that like kind of got me really badly was when after a certain person dies,
Yeah.
another person realizes his connection and goes to see his grave and like cry, and I was like, okay, I'm dead. I'm done. I'm done. Like Sabo.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. That scene, like, oh, that was so sad because like, yeah.
So going off of a little bit of spoiler territory.
Okay.
If you were able to be teleported to another world like anime, what would you bring with you? Can be a person, can be an animal, can be anything.
I'd bring the goddess Aqua herself, honestly.
The goddess Aqua. Nice.
Konosuba?
Yes, I know Konosuba.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you just sounded like you were confused for a second.
No, of course not. I know the moment. Okay. I mean, Aqua's kind of top tier. I probably would bring her too.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't even know. Other than that.
Okay. On top of that, where would you personally, if you had the opportunity to go anywhere and be transported to anywhere other than this world, where would you be transported to in anime? Like what anime? World? Yeah, what anime world would you like to be transported to?
Oh shoot. Not One Piece. That's for sure. That would really suck because like there's a lot of things going on in One Piece that like like I wouldn't be like this crazy pirate like Luffy, you know what I mean? Like And I would say like I feel like Demon Slayer would be cool, but at the same time, like I'd probably just get eaten. Like
By a demon.
yeah, I'd probably say Pokemon. I feel like
Pokemon?
Pokemon would be like a lot of fun. Like
I think the two or three worlds. One Piece would actually be one of my top worlds I would go to, personally.
mm,
Just because I don't have to be a pirate. There's so many other things I can be. Such as I could become a marine, I could become a pirate, or I could just become a regular civilian who somehow finds a devil fruit. I mean, nothing's wrong with that. I mean, there's so many opportunities in One Piece. It's not even funny. There's so much world to explore, and
that's true.
I think that's like the biggest reason. Another world is Yu-Gi-Oh, because I'm a master of Yu-Gi-Oh, obviously, and I would rule the world with just a Yu-Gi-Oh card. So,
Okay.
and then Pokemon. I think those are like my top three.
Yeah, I think my absolute top would be Pokemon.
Mm.
Like, I wouldn't want to go to One Piece, although you did state some really good reasons to go there. I just think that like the world government would
Yeah.
be insane to deal with, like how much they like oppress
Mhm.
people. Like I just no thank you. I do think that like the environment, like the world building in One Piece is absolutely phenomenal though, and so for that reason I could see why. But just personally, like that's not for me, you know. I maybe like go to like card captor soccer. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun.
I know someone I know when I asked him this question. So one of my best friends said Dragon Ball. I'm like, I never said you'll be on the power level like Goku or anything. And I never say you even have a power. You might just be a normal civilian. So you want to be in a world where you constantly get blown up? Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Are you sure about that one time?
And finally, how would you go to said universe? You have to get Isekai somehow. How are you gonna get Isekai?
So you're asking me how I would die.
Yeah, exactly.
um, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, there's like you don't have to die. You can be like Subaru. You walk out, and next thing you know, you're in another world.
Oh, that's true.
You can be
That's
like
true.
you can be like Cosma, have a heart attack from a tractor. I mean, you
No,
can.
I'd be isekai like how Shiro and Sora were from No Game No Life.
What, you don't want to get Isekai by a truck?
Nah, I'm good. I've seen what happened to JoJo. I'm fine.
I mean, you can also decide to
Maybe
say.
isekai. Truck him did him dirty, but
I mean, you can also get stabbed by a knife. Obviously, you can read a book and somehow be transported. Like, what's his name was Rising the Shield Naofumi. You can be like Seiya, who gets transported to another world by a goddess who just calls her, like, oh yeah, you're now a person who's gonna save this world. Okay, uh, so honestly though, I think the way I would like to go is the Subaru route. So
that's fair.
just
Yeah,
like
you just
nothing
like walk
happens.
and you look up and you're just in another world.
I mean, I would have opportunity to go to the grocery store, walk out, and now I have groceries, and I can just go to a place and like, hey, you want my phone? It's
Yeah.
a magical device that I do not need in this world. So how much? Oh, $1 million? Oh yes, yes, I'll take the million. Okay, and I'm now the richest man in the universe.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it'd be cool though to get isekai'd like Sora and Shiro because you're
Yeah,
just like literally it'd be freaky as hell, but then a god is just like yelling at you like all these rules as you're like
yeah.
falling. But you don't die,
It do be
apparently.
like that. It do be like that. So going into some arts in anime, do you have any arc that bored you to the living hell and that you hated?
Oh, sorry. Could you say that again?
When it comes to, do you have a least favorite arc in anime?
Oh, I
That
mean, I
you,
have a least favorite anime.
I mean, you can also go with that because it could be just like that anime could just have an arc inside of it. So
Yeah, like so I really don't like Guilty Crown if you know what that is.
yes, I do.
Okay, yeah, because I've seen the first half was like okay, like I was like yeah this is all right, but then there got a point where like the main character just like spirals out of control, and he is like he has all this power, and all of a sudden like the main girl of like the the show really likes him and loves him, and it's like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think the one anime that comes to mind that spiraled out of control as well was Darling in the Franxx. It was a good premise at first. I put quotation around good. Um, but it turned out to be absolute shit afterwards. So, and then I think the one anime I hate the most, I absolutely despise, is Serial Experience Lane.
Really?
That's
Okay.
probably my least favorite anime if I had to choose one.
That's fair. Because I've heard that I haven't personally seen Serial Experiments Late, so I can't really say anything on it. But I've heard that like it's too deep. You know what I mean? To the point where it's not deep. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
I
mean,
can't say anything, but that's what I've heard.
so I always say this to people whenever I get confused or when I get the most angry, I guess you can say. And that show confused me the most. There was just everything they did in it just confused me. So, and that's just not something I want to be going through. I mean, same thing can be said about Fooly Cooley. Fooly Cooley was another one I'm not the biggest fan of. So,
Oh, I love Fooly Cooly though.
and the reason is because I got confused. And when I get confused, I get kind of ticked. So,
Okay.
I had a bad experience with it.
All right. I don't
So,
know. I can't say anything for Serial Experiments Lane. I feel like I might be on the same path as you, but I really liked Fooly Cooly, and I might do a video on it in the future.
I mean, Fully Cooley, I always say this, it's mid for me just because my experience was ruined because how confused I was. The art was gorgeous, I will admit. They had gorgeous transitions and everything. The characters were bland, I didn't care about. I didn't really see like any development, but you can't really do much development with a 6 episode show. So, and I mean, the only good character was the main girl, but I guess that was it for me personally. So
Mm,
I don't know. The show was okay. If I were to actually rank it, it would probably be a C or B tier for me, just
yeah.
because what goes into it. But it's just like I had a bad experience with it. So
Yeah. I remember I was like super obsessed with it at one moment because I like the kind of chaos that goes on throughout Fooly Cooly. It is like a lot of things. Like I was confused by it at first, but I think I eventually began to understand it a little bit. But yeah, I don't know.
most definitely. Now we're on the part where if chat has any questions they would like Katie to answer, you guys can ask away. If not, we'll be ending this interview really quickly.
Sounds good.
I don't
Sounds
have
good.
much other questions, so
No, you're good. You're totally fine.
I think I've asked a lot of questions today.
Yeah, yeah. It was a fun time, honestly.
I tried my best.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
So as I'm gonna just throw some questions out there. Do you own any anime merch?
No,
No.
not really. Um, I kind of just have like occasional like I think I have like a One Piece hoodie, and I think that's it. I'm boring.
I
I think
mean,
I have like Attack on Titan shirt, but I think my sister has that at the moment.
to be fair, you don't need to own anime merch all the time. You really don't. I think me personally, I have figures, I have shirts, I have manga, I have movies, but that's probably my extent of it. I don't own any.
That's fair.
I don't own dojins. I don't own anything like that. Just because I don't.
Yeah.
Dojins have just never been like great. I mean, I'll occasionally read one, but it isn't too. What is the word for it? Game pleasure, but more or less just find hilarity in it. Uh,
Hmm.
like especially when it comes to like ships in anime. That's always the one thing I turn to is like, okay, let's see how people think about this ship. Okay, let's look up Frankie X Robin. Okay, perfect. Read this
No.
dojin.
Oof.
Oh, that's how it works. Oh, so Frankie does have a dick.
Lovely.
Yeah, beautiful. I know. Some of the dojins I read is so weird. It's just like this would never happen. Uh,
And
I do like reading fanfics. I will admit, fanfic's probably the better thing.
yeah,
Just like actual like.
I've only read like a couple fan fiction in my life, and the one fan fiction I did read was a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fan fiction.
Was it
And not
Dio
gonna
and
lie, it was
Yotaro?
hilarious. It was about like part 5, and like
Yeah.
at the time, like my one coworker, and she still is my coworker, but like it was like, you know how like I had this one anime friend at work, and so she was like, "Oh my god, wait, she put me on to this fan fiction," and it's so funny. It's literally just like it has like a Bakio X Bruno and like a Mista X Giorno and Narancha X Fugo, and I'm like, but not like, you know, R rated stuff, you know what I mean? But just like a little spicy, you know.
I mean, to be fair, I honestly I'm not like the biggest into like fanfics. I've mentioned this already. Fanfics have never been like, yes, I can you know, gain pleasure from reading a piece of paper. Yes, clearly what I want to do in my life. Um,
Hmm.
but I think dojins are just funny to read at points, just to find how characters get into such situation. I know I read one with Erina and Soma, which kind of made sense, but also didn't. It was just like Soma lands on Erina, and next you know gets heated. Um, yes,
Damn.
I think the weirdest one I read was a One Piece one, and it was Luffy and Boa. I was like, they cannot. I wonder how they're gonna make Luffy actually want Boa, and how do they do it? A squid comes out of nowhere, takes on Boa. She gets to an awkward place, and Luffy's like, "Oh yes, they is squid. We can team up." I'm like, "What? Wait, that is not Luffy."
Uh,
I'm sorry, that is not Luffy, and that's
yeah,
not
Luffy is
Boa.
not like that.
Boa would be
Yeah.
like kick that squid's ass. Uh,
Yeah.
nothing made sense. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, yeah, totally, yeah. Bravo, bravo. But it, some of the stuff they do in it makes no sense, but some of them are just hilarious. Like that one made no sense, but was just hilarious.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Unfortunately, I think I do have to go here soon.
and I am gonna ready to end stream, so don't worry. So
All right, all right.
thank you so much for coming out, man.
Yeah, for sure. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, you have a wonderful rest of the night or day, whatever it is. I don't
For
know time
sure.
zones, but
Wait, what do you say?
I don't know time zones. What do you want from me?
Oh my god, I feel that. I've gotten a little bit better with time zones just
Mhm,
because like I've been trying to put together like a lot of different things here and there. But yeah.
mhm. But thank you so much. I will let you get going. So
Alrighty.
see you later.
Bye.
Bye bye. Hello, chat. Hello. We're getting ready to end it, and I'm gonna send the raid over to someone. You know what? Let's send the raid over to
Gotcha.
John. John
No,
Let's-
I'm refunding
Johnny
those points.
loves
I'm
anime.
refunding those motherfucking points. I'm refunding those points. No, I'm
So-
refunding those points.
John loves anime. He is doing Am I a Bottom Part 2. So you know what you should do? I don't want to be a dick or anything, but why don't you just say
I'm not saying.
raid? Just do Tao Wade.
Everybody knows
and he wants
what
you to
I
say
am,
you're
so
a bottom.
Why would I fucking like say
You're a
it?
great
Like,
bottom,
if I
John.
said it, that gives him like that 100% confirmation. I am not gonna give him that confirmation.
Just let him know he's a phenomenal bottom. So. I messed up. Okay. Raid. I don't know how I messed it up, but it was not the right John. Ah, you love to see it. Loves anime. There we go. I did it. I'm not dumb. See, I am beautiful at what I do. But thank you guys so much for coming out. The next interview, let me look up my calendar real quick. Next interview is next week, and it will be, this is my next week schedule. We got Katie out Sunday, Codex and Red on the 18th, Tyler Doe on the 20th. Then on the 22nd, Soma, and then we're ending the week with the anime dude. And then the very next 2 weeks after that will be Evan. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys all on my next stream whenever I do that. Bye-bye.